What if one of the habits you do every day is quietly damaging your health? The truth is that many people over 60 continue certain routines without realizing how much they affect their energy, mobility, memory, and overall quality of life. The scary part is that these habits often feel completely normal. They don't cause problems overnight. Instead, they slowly weaken the body over months and years. Today, we'll look at 7 common mistakes people make after 60. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final mistake is the one many people dismiss as just aging when it could be a warning sign that deserves attention. Let's begin. Welcome to AgeWise Living. If you're new here, this channel is dedicated to helping adults over 60 stay healthy, active, and independent. Growing older is a privilege, but staying healthy while you age requires paying attention to the choices you make every day. Some habits help your body, others slowly work against it. Let's start with mistake number 1. Mistake number 1, sitting too much. Many people look forward to retirement because it finally gives them time to relax. And there is nothing wrong with rest, but there is a big difference between resting and sitting for most of the day. When the body stops moving, muscles begin to weaken. Balance starts to decline. Circulation becomes less efficient. Over time, even simple activities can feel more difficult. You may notice it when climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or walking longer distances. The problem is that this change happens so gradually that many people never notice it. They simply assume they are getting older. In reality, part of the issue may be inactivity. The good news is that you do not need a gym membership or intense workouts. A short walk, a few stretches, standing up every hour. These small actions can make a meaningful difference. And while lack of movement is a major problem, the next mistake may be even more common. In fact, millions of older adults do it every single morning. Mistake number 2, not getting enough protein. As we age, the body naturally loses muscle mass. This process begins earlier than most people realize and speeds up with age. That means protein becomes more important, not less. Yet many older adults start the day with toast, cereal, or tea, and consume very little protein throughout the day. The result is often gradual weakness, reduced balance, less energy, and difficulty performing everyday tasks. What's surprising is that many people think this decline is unavoidable. But nutrition plays a much bigger role than most realize. Protein helps maintain muscle strength and supports recovery. It also helps people stay independent for longer. The challenge is that protein deficiency does not announce itself loudly. It develops quietly. You may simply feel weaker than you did a few years ago. You may find that carrying groceries feels harder, or that getting up from a chair takes more effort. These are the kinds of changes people often blame on age. But sometimes the real problem is not age at all. And speaking of things people blame on age, let's talk about mistake number 3. Mistake number 3, ignoring poor sleep. Many people over 60 say the same thing. I just don't sleep like I used to. And while sleep patterns can change with age, poor sleep should never be ignored. If you regularly wake up tired, if you wake several times during the night, or if you feel exhausted during the day despite spending enough time in bed, your body may be trying to tell you something. Sleep is one of the most important tools your body has for repair and recovery. During sleep, the brain processes information, the body restores energy, and many essential functions take place behind the scenes. When sleep quality drops, everything else can suffer. Memory, mood, energy levels, even physical health. Yet countless people simply accept poor sleep as normal. The truth is that sleep problems can sometimes be linked to treatable conditions, and the earlier they are addressed, the better. But the next mistake has nothing to do with sleep, food, or exercise, and its impact on health may surprise you. Mistake number 4, isolating yourself from others. As people get older, their social circle often becomes smaller. Friends move away, family members become busy, retirement changes daily routines, and slowly many people begin spending more and more time alone. At first, this may not seem like a problem. In fact, some people even enjoy the peace and quiet. But research has shown that long-term social isolation can affect both mental and physical health. Humans are not designed to live without connection. Simple conversations help keep the mind active. Relationships provide emotional support during difficult times, and staying connected can even encourage healthier habits. The danger is that loneliness often develops gradually. A person may not realize how isolated they have become until they begin feeling less motivated, less energetic, or less interested in activities they once enjoyed. The solution does not have to be complicated. A phone call, a visit with a friend, joining a community group, spending time with family. Small moments of connection can have a powerful effect. And while isolation can harm your health over time, the next mistake may affect your body much faster. Mistake number 5, not drinking enough water. Many older adults do not drink enough water. One reason is that the sensation of thirst becomes weaker with age. In other words, your body may need water even when you don't feel thirsty. This can lead to dehydration, and dehydration affects much more than people realize. It can cause fatigue, headaches, dizziness, confusion, constipation, and even increase the risk of falls. Some people mistake these symptoms for normal aging, but in many cases, the body is simply lacking enough fluids. A good habit is to drink water consistently throughout the day instead of waiting until you feel thirsty. Keeping a water bottle nearby can help. So can drinking a glass of water with meals. It sounds simple, but sometimes the simplest habits create the biggest improvements. Now let's talk about a mistake that many people make because they are trying to avoid bad news. Mistake number 6, ignoring regular health checkups. Many people avoid doctor visits unless something feels seriously wrong. They tell themselves they feel fine, or they assume that any problem would be obvious. Unfortunately, some health conditions develop quietly. High blood pressure is one example. Many people have it without knowing. The same is true for certain heart conditions, diabetes, and other health issues. By the time symptoms appear, the condition may already be more difficult to manage. Regular checkups are not about expecting bad news. They are about catching potential problems early. Early detection often means more treatment options and better outcomes. Think of it this way. You would not wait for your car engine to fail before checking it. Your health deserves at least the same level of attention. And that brings us to the final mistake, the one that countless people dismiss as just getting older. Mistake number 7, ignoring changes in your body. This may be the most important mistake of all. Many people notice small changes and immediately blame age. A little more fatigue, a little more forgetfulness, a little dizziness, a little weakness, and sometimes they are right. Aging does bring changes, but not every change should be ignored. Your body often sends small signals before larger problems develop. A slight change in balance, a sudden loss of energy, unexpected weight loss, memory issues that seem unusual, difficulty performing tasks that were once easy. These signs do not automatically mean something serious is wrong, but they deserve attention. The earlier a problem is identified, the easier it is often to manage. The goal is not to become fearful. The goal is to become aware. Your body has an incredible ability to communicate. The question is whether you're listening. Because when people ignore warning signs for too long, they often wish they had acted sooner. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to AgeWise Living and join our growing community.